Ace and Jackie Marasigan both come from the Philippines and are co-owners of Adobo Boy and hope to open a local food truck under the name. Ace's love and passion for Filipino cuisine began at a very young age, as he would cook and prepare meals with his late mother. Ace learned Filipino cooking from recipes passed on verbally by his grandmother, mother, father, and family. Filipinos enjoy communal gatherings, where Ace observed a lot of incredible people, perfecting the taste of traditional foods. Jackie is also a master of Filipino cuisine. As a mother and father, they hope to pass on the traditions of Filipino culture to their son. Ace is also the executive director of the Grand Rapids Asian Pacific Foundation and founder of the Grand Rapids Asian Pacific Festival. He established the festival as a place for his son to celebrate his Asian roots, and now as an event for everyone to gather and learn from one another. Let's dive into traditional Filipino cuisine with Ace and Jackie Marasigan on this segment of My American Recipe.
Jackie and Ace Marasigan, what are we making today?
We are making Filipino Adobo.
It's a unique dish, that's why I chose it to make it today. It's so easy, just mix all the ingredients. So the main ingredients are the soy sauce. So I'm not gonna use a measuring spoon.
Yep, you're gonna do it like Jackie does in Jackie's kitchen.
Yeah, this is how I make it, so.
Lovely.
So this is the soy sauce. And then a half a cup of vinegar.
Okay.
Because it's the main sauce of it.
So the soy sauce and the vinegar base is what makes it adobo.
Mm-hmm.
The idea is like to preserve the meat. So you would see some grandmas cook adobo in their like pantry that's been there for like a month.
Oh
So
my
it
goodness.
actually lasts that long.
And it lasts that long,
Yeah.
which is great when it comes to really, like you said, preserving and sustaining. I know that we live in a go society, and so if you can grab that out of your pantry and eat it, that's what we want. And Jackie, when you're shopping at the market, how much are you spending? Is this stuff that is pretty affordable for most families?
Oh yeah, for $20,
Wow.
you can make the adobo. Yeah.
And you said to feed like 8 people.
Yeah, 5 to 8. Yeah.
Oh, that's
yeah,
perfect.
for a $20.
So what are we on to next?
So we are doing the tilapia bake.
Perfect. And I see Jackie bringing in some tomatoes. So you were just quickly bringing those in. You guys were telling me earlier that you love just sharing, like your culture and things like that. How does, I guess, that translate to sharing food? Because food is such a big part of culture, especially in the Asian American community.
I'm glad you brought that up because food is very personal, right? I mean, everybody has their own take on food. Those who are privileged to have more will have a different type of food. And those who are, like us, we grew up poor and we learned how to really adapt to what we can use and also create dishes out of the things that were readily available. As a community, we need to step up and help each other out. There are some people that need our assistance, but maybe they could taste some different dishes as well, right? There's so many different cultures that when we say Asian Pacific, I mean, we're talking about so many different countries, but within those countries, there's so many diversity, right? Jackie and I both are from different regions of the Philippines. She speaks many, many different dialects. I speak one. And she's got a family who are in the tribal regions of the Philippines.
Yeah.
I'm fascinated by the way people live in those tribal groups because they are one of the healthiest people. Their diet's not been affected by what's easy and what's not.
And I see you said it's still a little frozen. Is this fresh or frozen fish, and will either or work for a dish like this?
I prefer fresh, but again, we want this to be affordable, and for us as a family, it's hard to just buy fresh fish, right?
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Especially if you've got, like we said, 8+ people in a family that we're trying to serve.
We're gonna just put pepper.
Yeah, just a little bit of salt and pepper, just kind of give it a little bit of a taste.
Perfect.
Put some salt in it because it really dries out the fish. gonna crinkle the corners.
Oh, so this is going right in the steamer. For some reason, I was thinking that's going in the oven, but you said no ahead of time. We're doing steaming with this.
We want
I love
it
it.
steamed, so
Yeah.
we're just gonna.
So it's a very healthy dish. You don't need oil to fry it. Just steam it, and you're
Just
good.
put it like that.
Go, perfect.
Our third dish is, we call it Pinakbet in the Philippines. So it's kind of like sauteed vegetables with salted shrimp paste there. It's kind of a little stinky.
And how do you pronounce this one?
Bagoong.
Bagaong. Okay.
Yeah.
It's one of those like condiments that we use in the Filipino cooking. You know, it's something that my grandma loves to use. you
Yeah,
know.
I think it's great to be able to make substitutions, especially regarding what you have access to. But it's so important to keep the cultural base of it, and we want to be able to
Exactly.
honor the Filipino community and culture in the food.
I think as long as we're cooking it in the style that we've learned from our from our ancestors, from our grandparents,
Yeah.
it's honoring that tradition. But yes, it's more about like what's accessible, what's readily available for the community. People from West Michigan could make their own like Pinakbet, Yeah, you could buy the bagoong paste from the Asian stores.
Well, and you on your own, Ace, I know you're all over social media in the Grand Rapids community, and it seems like you're always highlighting different businesses, minority businesses. It's not always just in the Asian American community. Why is that important for you?
It's important for my son to be able to understand that there's a bigger world, not just beyond our community. There's a bigger world in our community, and it's important for us to be the bridge builders. And again, like when we were creating the Asian Pacific Festival, in the beginning, it's just a celebration of like our culture. We want to be able to share it, taking pride in being Asian community. But now it's like, hey, it's taking pride, but also inviting people to learn about our culture so we can learn more about them as well. It's a mutual learning, right? And then the more we do that, I just love like the idea of being able to break down walls, and then we could share. We could be maybe cooking together, like, hey, let me show you Filipino food.
Share recipes,
Or maybe we could be invited to a cookout.
Jackie, how does it feel for you just to be able to pass that down to Red, to be able to have all this knowledge of cooking and know that that's going somewhere else too, to the next generation?
Yeah, well, hopefully Red will learn Filipino food, but right now we're trying to teach him how to make the adobo because he loves that food. So, yep.
Well, and your restaurant is Adobo Boy, so
Yeah.
he needs to be an Adobo Boy.
That's why we name it Adobo Boy, because of him,
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Because
awesome.
we always ask his mom, like, hey,
Yeah.
Mom, when are you gonna make adobo? And then it just kind of stuck like, man, we're this adobo boy. And then like, oh, adobo boy.
And then he called me when he was little, Mom, you're the best adobo cooker. Okay, thank you. Thank you.
That's the best accolade you could receive, right?
Yeah. Mix it.
I'm gonna claim that I made this dish.
There you
because
go.
Good job.
Good
Thank
job,
you.
guys.
Because I did some parts of it now. Look at that.
He's just cooking.
Yeah, you're cooking now.
So you're letting me do the final touch. Thank you very much. We're just doing and what is this?
Don't
a
ruin the dish.
teaspoon
I'm
of
just
it?
kidding.
I know.
You cannot ruin
I'm
the dish.
nervous now. Okay, does this look like about enough?
Yes.
All right, we're gonna hold it up so you guys can see too. Here we go. And am I just sprinkling it over? Okay.
Doing a great job.
Counterclockwise.
smells
Oh no.
great.
Just kidding.
Please don't do that to me, my friend. So we've got this beautiful spread. Tell me about what you've laid out today.
Today I made the chicken adobo, Pinakbet, which is the stir-fried vegetable.
And then we get the tilapia wrapped in banana leaves.
It's falling apart in a beautiful way. Like that looks so juicy and so flavorful right here. Well, thank you guys so much for coming in and showing us just a bit about your culture as well as making this delicious spread of food. For more recipes like this, be sure to visit them at Adobo Boy.